Week 3 of the NFL season here for the Eagles as they get ready for Sunday's game against the Washington Commanders. And it is time for our weekly one-on-one with head coach Nick Sirianni, presented by Wawa. I'm Eagles Insider Dave Spadaro. Coach, welcome, and it is time for a road game. And I want to start with the fans. And do you feel you understand the fans, that you get Philadelphia Eagles fans?
Well, I know how passionate they are and how much excitement they have and how knowledgeable they are on the game. And so, yeah, it's awesome having them. I mean, when you have a home game, it makes a huge difference. And shoot, it feels like some places we go, if not all places we go, we got a big difference of how many fans we have on away games as well. And I know that will travel well here this upcoming Sunday.
So that's what I want to get into a little bit. I mean, this is an extreme fan base, and fans are great everywhere. Do you feel like you understand why the fans here are so extreme and so into it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's something that I get it. I mean, it's something that is passed down from each family member, from their dads and their moms and dads, their moms and dads were all Eagles fans, and it's an electric place. It's an electric stadium. It's an electric fan base, and if you're not passionate and you're an Eagles fan, I don't know if you're truly an Eagles fan. So I just love how much energy our fans bring our team during a game, and that's home and away games.
There are times when it looks like you're playing to them a bit, raising the hands or coming off the field shouting. I feel like you identify with them?
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment and you get excited and you hear them going crazy, and you just you let them know that you hear them and that you feel them out there, and you appreciate their support and how much difficulty they're bringing to the opposing team.
So on Sunday at FedEx Field, we're expecting maybe the greatest turnout of Eagles fans ever for obvious reasons. So I wonder if you could appeal to them right now, look in the camera, and what do you want from Eagles fans on the road Sunday at Washington?
I think to make the Washington Commanders have to go silent cadence at their own place, that's a deflating thing, right? Where it's like, hey, we're gonna have to go cadence. One, they probably haven't practiced it all week, right? And then all of a sudden they got to get in there and they got to go silent cadence on third down. That would be pretty cool. And that would just be a psychological thing that we would have over the opposing team and the opposing quarterback. I know we're going to travel well. I know we traveled well there last year, but we're excited. And let's make it loud and let's make it difficult for them to play in their own stadium, and that would be pretty awesome.
All right, so the challenge, Eagles fans, is set. Now, on the field, Washington's front seven really good. The front four outstanding. They're aggressive. They play downhill. I mean, what kind of challenge is that for you guys?
We know how good of a front seven that they do have. I have a ton of respect for those guys and how much they've Payne and Allen and Sweat, of how much they've played in this league and how well they've played in this league. And so anytime you play against good players, good scheme, it's a challenge. And we know they're well coached, and we know they got good players.
The Eagles defense on Monday night put together a great performance. Do you feel that the chemistry is building, camaraderie building? Is that what we saw on Monday?
You're trying to build. You're trying to improve every day at being a football player, right? And part of that is the connection that you have with your teammates. So we talk about how you're getting better every single day, right? And how you're going to improve on the fundamentals and your football IQ and your accountability and your connection and your competitiveness every single day. So that's something that we constantly work on, and we got a close group of guys, and you're starting to see it show on the field.
The play of Darius Slay on Monday night, extraordinary NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And earlier this week, Jonathan Gannon called him selfless. What does that mean to you? Why is that an important characteristic in a football player?
Just doing whatever you need to do to help your teammates and your team win. And sometimes, and that's different for everybody. Everybody has different roles, and Slay is definitely a selfless player. He'll do it many different ways, and then he's always there to help his teammates get better themselves. He's not only thinking about, hey, how do I get better, but also how do his teammates get better. And that's, to me, one of the biggest definitions of selfless is like he's worried about other guys and how they get better. That's why he's one of our team captains.
Finally, Nick, 2 games in, and I know I asked you this a bunch last year, and I know it's kind of cliche media, but do you feel like you have a sense of the personality of this team and what to expect week in and week out?
I think you learn it more and more each week, and we're still learning. Every team's a little different. But there's a lot of guys back from last year's team, and we knew what we based that team on: physicality, right? Mean, tough, nasty, physical, right? And so I think we got some of that in us. There's no doubt, but we're still figuring out exactly who we are, and because every team, like I said, every team's a little different, and we'll just get a better sense of that week in, week out.
Good luck on Sunday. NFC East schedule opens at FedEx Field against the Washington Commanders. One-on-one with Nick Sirianni, presented by Wawa. Thanks for joining us.